Shonen is one of, if not the most mainstream genre of anime, and has always taken the global popularity of anime to new heights, which is especially prevalent these days when anime is receiving praise worldwide and has managed to make such a huge following around the globe. With all that out of the way, today we've compiled a list of the top 20 best action shonen anime of all time, so let's get started. Number 20, Undead Unluck. After finishing her favorite romance manga, Fuko Azumo is prepared to end her life of sadness and isolation, as she has decided that she'll never be able to experience passionate love like the characters in her mangas. Cursed with unluck, anyone Fuko touches faces terrible dangers and ultimately ends up dying. Despite the danger this presents, Andy, who's an undead and immortal with extraordinary healing abilities and is trying to die, sees an opportunity when he runs into Fuko. He believes he can use her unluck to finally end his own long life. However, before he can fully use Fuko's power to successfully kill himself, they must first face a murderous secret organization determined to eliminate people with special abilities. Starting in fall 2023, Undead Unluck is a wildly unique story, with extraordinary characters and a very well-received anime that is made by David Productions, the studio behind shows like Fire Force and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so make sure to give this wacky, fun ride a watch. Number 19, Hell's Paradise. Facing a death sentence, the ninja Gabamura the Hollow feels indifferent. Having lived a violent life, he believes he deserves to die, but every attempt the executioners make seems to fail to kill him. Sagiri Yamada Seaman, a member of a well-known executioner clan, is tasked with killing Gabamura, but she hesitates. Realizing that Gabamuru's love for his wife will keep him alive, Sagiri proposes a deal. If Gabamura can retrieve the elixir of life from the dangerous island of Shinsekyo and bring it back to the shogun, he will be pardoned for his crimes. But no one who has gone for the elixir has returned sane, if at all. Despite the dangers, Gabamura, unaware of the risks ahead, agrees to the offer, joining 10 other prisoners sentenced to death in hopes of securing freedom for himself and his wife. Hell's Paradise is a new fantasy anime from the juggernauts over at Studio Mappa and received immense praise for its unique setting, wide array of characters, and great animation. Number 18. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Satoru Mikami, a typical office worker in Tokyo at the age of 37, is mostly happy with his routine life, other than the fact that he isn't able to find a girlfriend. One day, he is randomly attacked and stabbed while out with a colleague. As he's dying, he hears a strange voice giving him commands that make no sense. When Satoru wakes up, he finds himself reincarnated as a slime in a strange new world. He realizes that he surprisingly received new abilities and the power to consume anything and take on its form and skills. He runs into a powerful sealed monster named Storm Dragon Veldora and decides to help free him from his confinement. In return, Veldora gives him the name Rimuru Tempest and Divine Protection. Freed from his old life, Rimuru sets out on a new journey with a clear purpose. As he adjusts to his new form, his actions begin to have a huge impact on the world around him, gradually changing his life. Number 17, Darstone. After silently holding on to his feelings for 5 years, high schooler Teiju Uki finally decides to confess his love to Yuzuriha Ogawa. But just as he starts to speak, a bright green light surrounds the earth, turning every human into stone. Thousands of years later, Teju wakes up to a world where nature has taken over everything and humans are frozen as statues. He discovers his friend Senku, who has been awake for a few months, and learns of Senku's plan to revive civilization using science. Taiju's strength and Senku's intelligence make them a strong team, and they work together to find a way to bring the petrified humans back to life. However, Senku's plan faces challenges from those who awaken and question his ideas. Meanwhile, the cause of humanity's petrification remains a mystery. Darstone is one of the most popular shonen anime set in a sci-fi setting and comes from TMS Entertainment, who are also behind shows like Fruits Basket and Detective Conan, so make sure to check it out. Number 16, Dororo. The samurai lord Daigo Keijimitsu is desperate for power as the condition of his land keeps worsening. He makes a pact with demons forsaking Buddha and is granted power by 12 demons in exchange for a terrible price. When his first son is born without limbs, nose, eyes, ears, or skin, he is abandoned in a river, but is rescued and provided with prosthetics and weapons by a man. The boy, who doesn't have any senses, survives and grows, determined to defeat the demons that were responsible for his condition. With each demon he defeats, he regains a part of himself. Years later, he crosses paths with an orphan boy named Dororo, and together they fight against the demons and struggle to survive in a dangerous world. Dororo is a show adapted from a very old manga that goes by the same name, written by the legendary Osamu Tezuka, who is known as the literal father of anime, which is why all anime fans should watch this classic. Number 15, Black Clover. Asta and Yuno were left at the same church on the same day. Growing up together, they learned about the Wizard King, the strongest mage in the kingdom, and vowed to compete for the title. However, they soon realized their differences. Yuno had incredible magical abilities, while Asta had none and focused on physical training to compensate for this weakness. When they turned 15, Yuno receives a powerful grimoire with a four-leaf clover symbol, while Asta gets nothing. When Yuno is attacked by someone after his grimoire, Asta tries to help but is overpowered. Despite feeling hopeless, he finds the strength to keep fighting when he hears Yuno's voice. This unleashes his inner emotions and grants him a rare five-leaf clover grimoire, known as the Black Clover, giving him enough power to defeat the attacker. Determined to become the Wizard King, the two friends/rivals set out on their journey together. Black Clover is one of the most popular shonen anime and manga currently running and is filled with entertaining characters and amazing animation. Number 14. Yu Yu Hakusho. One day, Yusuke Rameshi, a rough 14-year-old, changes his fate dramatically by saving a young boy from an oncoming car. This act, so unlike his usual behavior, catches the attention of the authorities in the spirit realm. Koma, the heir to the throne, offers Yusuke a chance to return to life by completing a series of tasks. With guidance from the death god Boten, Yusuke becomes a spirit detective tasked with stopping evil forces on Earth. He's joined by his former rival Kazuma Kuwabara, as well as two demons, Hai and Kurama, who have their own troubled pasts. Together, they train and fight against enemies who threaten humanity's very existence. Yu Yu Hakusho is one of the most influential shonen anime ever and is written by the legendary creator of Hunter x Hunter, Yoshiro Togashi. The anime also contains one of, if not the best tournament arc in all of shonen, the Dark Tournament, so any dedicated weeb should definitely give it a watch. Number 13. Summertime Rendering. After losing his parents, Shinpei Ejiro lived with the Kofun sisters Mio and Ushio, but eventually moved to Tokyo to live on his own. However, when Ushio dies while rescuing Shiori Kobayakawa from drowning, Shinpei returns home to grieve her loss. Suspicious bruises on Ushio's neck raise doubts about her cause of death. Believing there's more to Ushio's death than meets the eye, Shinpei starts investigating and discovers dangerous beings among the islanders and receives a vision from Ushio urging him to save Mio. Convinced that Ushio's death is just one piece of a larger puzzle, Shinpei, with the help of Mio and others, tries to ensure the safety of his loved ones. However, the more he digs, the more hopeless the situation seems. Darkness threatens to engulf their island, and Shinpei faces immense suffering as he searches for a way to save everyone. Summertime Rendering is literally the best mystery anime of 2022, and every mystery action lover has to watch it because of its amazing animation, engaging plot, and intriguing characters. Number 12. Bungo Stray Dogs. For weeks, Atsushi Nakajima's orphanage has been haunted by a mysterious tiger, although he seems to be only one unaware of it. Suspected of being involved in the strange occurrences, the 18-year-old is suddenly kicked out of the orphanage, leaving him hungry, homeless, and wandering the city streets. While starving near a river, Atsushi rescues a weird man named Osamu Dazai from drowning. Dazai, a suicidal maniac and a supernatural detective, has been investigating the same tiger that has been haunting Atsushi. Along with Dazai's partner, Dappo Kunikita, they uncover the truth behind the mystery. However, Atsushi finds himself in a difficult situation after it's solved. As more dangerous events unfold, Atsushi is persuaded to join their firm of supernatural investigators. Together with his mysterious colleagues, they tackle unusual cases that the police are unable to handle. Bungo Stray Dogs is one of the most underdog shonen anime of the current era, but is widely loved because of its great characters, amazing literary references, and fluid animation. Number 11. Rurouni Kenshin. In the late 1800s, as Japan transitioned from the unstable Bakumatsu period to the peaceful Meiji era, the legendary assassin known as Hitokuri Batusai vanished, leaving only tales of his exploits behind. Years later, a humble traveler named Kenshin Himura meets Kaoru Kamiya, the owner of a struggling martial arts dojo in Tokyo. Kaoru is determined to stop a rogue swordsman claiming to be Batusai, who is killing people in the streets, as this imposter also claims to use the Kamiya Kashin Ryu style, which was developed by Kaoru's father and emphasizes life over death. Kenshin decides to help Kaoru defeat the imposter and restore her father's honor. Little do they know, Kenshin is actually the real Batusai, seeking to make up for his violent past by protecting the innocent without killing. Although Kaoru eventually discovers his true identity, she is moved by his commitment to atonement and invites him to stay at her dojo. However, Kenshin's peaceful ideals are soon tested by old enemies and new challenges. Number 10. Mob Psycho 100. Shijo Mob Kageyama, an 8th grader, discovers his psychic abilities at a young age. However, he soon realizes the dangers associated with his powers and decides to keep them under control. He mostly uses his abilities to impress his crush, Tsubomi, but she quickly loses interest. To learn how to manage his powers, Mob seeks guidance from Arataka Reagan, a fake psychic who uses Mob's abilities for profit. Mob's daily routine now includes exorcising evil spirits at Regan's apprentice. However, his psychic potential is much greater than he realizes, and if his emotions become uncontrollable, he could cause a catastrophic event because the buildup to Mob's explosion is intensifying and stopping it seems impossible. Coming from the legendary Studio Bones who are behind shows like Fullmetal Alchemist, My Hero Academia, and Metallic Rouge, Mob Psycho 100 is widely considered to be the best show of the past decade, with breathtaking animation, compelling writing, and some of the best characters you can find in shonen. Number 9. Demon Slayer. Since his father's death, Tanjiro Kamado has taken on the responsibility of providing for his family. Despite living in poverty on a mountain, the Kamado family lives a peaceful and content life. One day, Tanjiro goes to the nearby village to sell charcoal and ends up seeking shelter in the home of a weird man after nightfall. This man warns Tanjiro about the existence of flesh-eating demons in the surrounding woods. Upon returning home the next day, Tanjiro discovers a horrifying scene. His entire family has been brutally murdered. To his shock, his sister Nezuko is the only survivor, but she has been transformed into a bloodthirsty demon. Driven by anger and determination, Tanjiro vows to avenge his family and protect his sister. With the assistance of a powerful group known as the Demon Slayer Corps, Tanjiro embarks on a mission to defeat the demons and save Nezuko's humanity. Demon Slayer is literally one of the big GS new-gen shows with absolutely jaw-dropping animation and a solid story. Number 8. Jujutsu Kaisen. Yuji Itadori, a high school student, spends his days casually participating in paranormal activities with the occult club and visiting his sick grandfather in the hospital. However, his routine takes a drastic turn when he comes across a cursed object without realizing it. This sets off a series of supernatural events, leading Yuji into the world of curses, powerful evil beings born from human negativity, after he accidentally swallows the object, which turns out to be a finger belonging to Sukuna Ryuman, the king of curses. Yuji soon realizes the danger these curses pose to society as he begins to manifest his own powers. He is introduced to Tokyo Prefectural Jujutsu High School, where he embarks on a path he cannot easily leave, the path of a jujutsu sorcerer. Once again, coming from Studio Mappa, the guys behind Attack on Titan the final season and Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen is without a doubt the big GS new Gen Shonen anime of the latest season, absolutely crushing it at the Anime Awards and basically becoming a part of pop culture itself. Number 7. Naruto. Just before Naruto Uzumaki was born, a powerful demon known as the Kyuubi or Nine-Tailed Fox attacked the Hidden Leaf Village, Konohagakure, causing widespread destruction. To stop the Kyuubi, the village leader, the fourth Hokage, sacrificed his life and sealed the beast inside newborn Naruto. Now, Naruto is a lively and determined ninja living in Konohagakure. He faces rejection from others due to the Kyuubi sealed within him and struggles to be accepted in the village. Despite this, Naruto dreams of becoming the Hokage, the leader of Konohagakure. Along the way, he forms strong bonds with friends and faces dangerous enemies. Alright, we're getting into the big three now. The show needs no introduction. Naruto is one of the most popular and influential anime that have ever aired, so you've probably watched it already, but go away, shit, if you've been living under a rock. Number 6. Bleach. Ichigo Kurosaki's life takes a drastic turn when his family is attacked by a hollow and evil spirit hungry for human souls. During the attack, he encounters Rukia Kochiki, a soul reaper who is injured while defending Ichigo's family. To protect his family, Ichigo agrees to Rukia's proposal to transfer her powers to him, becoming a soul reaper himself. As Rukia struggles to recover her powers, Ichigo takes on the responsibility of fighting the hollows that haunt their town. Fortunately, he is not alone in this fight. Alongside his friends Ori Himenu, Yasutoru Sato, and Yuryu Ishida, each with unique powers, Ichigo battles the hollows, and together, they navigate through this new job and provide mutual support both on and off the battlefield. However, they soon realize that hollows are not the only threat to the human world. Bleach is another one of the big three and possibly the most controversial one. A lot of people love to clown on it, but despite that, it's genuinely an amazing show, and with the latest seasons of the 1000-year Blood War arc having released recently, there's no better time to get into the series. Number 5. Gintama. Edo was once a vibrant city filled with ambitious samurai from all over Japan. However, after Japan surrendered to powerful aliens called the Amanto, those dreams of success became seemingly impossible. The shogunate, once powerful, is now just a puppet government, and a new law prohibits the public carrying of swords. In the midst of this change is Juntoki Sakata, a quirky man with silver hair who always carries a wooden sword. Despite the sword ban, he maintains his identity as a samurai. Jintoki is the founder of Yorozuya, a small business that takes on odd jobs and often helps people, though his methods are very unconventional. Jintoki is joined by Shinpachi Shimura, a young man wearing glasses who is apparently learning the ways of the samurai, and Kagura, a strong and tomboyish girl with a big appetite. They are also accompanied by Sadaharu, a large pet dog who loves to bite people's heads. Together, the members of Yorozuya encounter everything from alien royalty to battles with local gangs in the ever-changing city of Edo. Number 4. One Piece. After narrowly escaping a deadly whirlpool at sea by hiding in a barrel, the carefree teenager Monkey D. Luffy finds himself on a ship under attack by ruthless pirates. Despite his youthful appearance, Luffy is a strong fighter, determined to become the king of the pirates and claim the legendary One Piece treasure. Gol D. Roger, the former king of the pirates, revealed the location of his treasure before his death, sparking a frenzy among pirates eager to claim it. Many have embarked on dangerous journeys to find the One Piece, but few have returned. Despite lacking a crew or a proper ship, Luffy possesses superhuman abilities and a determined spirit, making him both a powerful opponent and an inspiration to others. With a smile on his face, Luffy faces countless challenges and gathers a unique crew to join him on his quest. Together, they embrace danger and adventure as they journey toward their ultimate goal. I guess we finally got to the last of the big three, the only one that's been airing since it first started and arguably the biggest show of the three. One Piece is basically a global phenomenon at this point and had an amazing year with a great live-action show, scenes that broke the internet, and a new remake on the way. Number 3. Hunter x Hunter. Hunters undertake dangerous missions ranging from exploring uncharted territories to finding rare items and creatures. To become a hunter, individuals must pass the extremely difficult Hunter examination, where many applicants suffer injuries or even death. Each participant in the challenging exam has their own motivation. For 12-year-old Gon Freaks, it's his desire to find his father, Jing, who is also a hunter. Gon believes that becoming a hunter will bring him closer to his father and sets out on this path. During the hunter examination, Gon forms bonds with other participants, including the medical student Leorio Paladic Knight, the vengeful Kurapika, and the former assassin Killua Zoldyck. Despite their differing reasons for taking the exam, pursue their shared goal and face the dangers of the world together. Hunter x Hunter is quite possibly the most acclaimed shonen of all time, with basically everyone agreeing that everything it sets out to do is executed flawlessly and makes for the best shonen ever made. Its fan base, despite not being as good as some of the others on this list, praise it as the most perfect shonen they've ever watched, which is why you should definitely watch it if you haven't already. Number 2. Attack on Titan. Centuries ago, humanity was nearly wiped out by monstrous humanoid creatures known as Titans. In order to survive, humans retreated behind massive walls in fear of the man-eating Titans, which seemed more like a monstrous pleasure than hunger. For 100 years, there were no Titan attacks thanks to the protective walls. However, this fragile peace is shattered when a colossal Titan breaches the supposedly impenetrable outer wall, plunging humanity back into a fight for survival against the man-eating monsters. After experiencing a devastating personal loss caused by the Titans, Eren Yeager dedicates his life to their destruction and joins the Survey Corps, an elite military unit tasked with fighting the Titans beyond the safety of the walls. Alongside his adopted sister Mikasa Ackerman and childhood friend Armin Arlert, Eren enters the brutal war against the Titans, desperately searching for a way to defeat them before the last of humanity's defenses crumble. Attack on Titan is not just another popular anime, it's a show that took the world by storm. A show that ended an entire decade later, and a show that everyone agrees is an absolute masterpiece, so there's no doubt in my mind that every anime fan should watch it. Well, that was our list of the top 20 best action shonen anime of all time. Make sure to like and subscribe for more anime content, and I'll see you all next time.